Remember with this, constant revs up, constant pressure on the rear brake, use your clutch to control your speed. Mirror indicate, look over your shoulder before you take off, and you can leave your indicator on the whole time, so you'll be perfect at this part. A little bit quicker. There we go. Looking up. Looking up. Excellent turn. It's alright, you got it. Keep it going, set ourselves back up, revs up. Keep the revs up the whole time. Now, try to do your mirror and your shoulder checks before each turn, okay? That's alright. Mirror, shoulder check, and turn. Excellent. Come to a stop. Do you feel like you're gripping onto the handlebars really tightly?
When I get to sort of here, I sort of feel like I'm really tucked in.
Yeah, it's because you're a big unit, so.
I just feel like I'm sort of balancing on a tricycle. Like a little,
Yeah.
I find it really difficult to try and...
Yeah, unfortunately you'll find that on most learner bikes these days, unfortunately. I mean, unless you get like a bigger bike yourself later on.
I'm hoping to get a KR 650 before Christmas.
Yeah, I mean, like even sooner, I'm happy to do lessons on that because then you'll probably have an easier time anyway. But yeah, with our... how yeah, so where you're looking is the issue. So when you're looking down, shoulder check, point your helmet across the road, and then start your turn. As you're taking the turn, look up. So that when you're halfway across, I'll be looking at the curb further up that way rather than down here or looking down at the road. Okay? So yeah, all good. But yeah, just try to keep your revs up best as you can. I know it's a little bit awkward because you're bringing it really close into your gut there, but yeah, do your best to keep those revs up. Well, you're just naturally a big person, like a big tall person, so it is harder for you. That's fine. Yep, when you're ready. So get those revs up, get the brake on. So come to a stop. So when you're going in a straight line, as soon as you've taken off, don't let the clutch all the way out. Just going to move forward quickly because this person's going to be pulling out of their driveway. So when you're doing this, when you take off, get your revs up, get the rear brake on, get your clutch in a good spot and ride in a straight line, and then from here, that's when you start your turn. So mirror, shoulder check, turn. But with you, you're not getting things done until you're literally about to turn the bike. So you're waiting until you're actually in the turn or starting the turn before you actually try to get everything set up. So when you're riding in a straight line, that's how we're going to be setting ourselves up for the turn. Once you get that all set up, from there, all it is just your mirror, shoulder check, and then just turning those handlebars. And then we don't adjust anything unless we have to. Yeah, if you start slowing down in the turn, cool, let your clutch out very slightly. If If you start speeding up in the turn, bring the clutch in a little bit. But yeah, don't need to adjust things like midway through the turn if we don't have to. But yeah, try to set things up before you get into the turn. Yeah, more focus on the clutch rather than the brake. Because this is a pretty flat road, we don't really need the brake that much. So the brake's just there to help with that balance. So constant pressure on the brake still. We still need the brake, but not as much as if we were going up a hill or down a hill. Alright, so when you're ready, nah. They're just moving out of the way. So use up more space if you need to. Looking up. So keep everything set up, make any adjustments you need to now. If you bring your revs up and the bike accelerates, it just means your clutch is too far out. Just come to a stop there for me, just pull over on the side of the road. No, this is as narrow as what that street was that I first put you on, with the parking bays on each side. The only difference now is there's raised curbs. So you've been able to do it in this distance, no problem. But it's just because the curbs are there, it makes it look tighter, makes you a little bit more nervous. But as you can see, these curbs are